Hi, everybody in ESL 192. Um, I'm going to show you how to write a summary of a video. Uh, the way the student set it up is correct. He double spaced. You need to double space. So you need to make sure that you, from the very beginning of the document, you would choose this item on the menu in Word and choose two, right? Okay. Also, you need to put a header. Okay. You would put it over here. You would make a header for the page number at the top of the page on the right hand side. And then you would type your last name. Okay. Or the name of the number of the student. Student 2, right? So that's the header, okay? And you will see it on all the pages, see? All right. So also you need to write your student number here, the last name of the instructor, the title of the class, and the date. You do not need to write Spring OCC final draft, but the student did for some reason. Okay, and then you need to write the title, center the title. The title can be the summary of the title of the video. And the first sentence should state your main idea. The student does that. Raymond Harker, I think it's Hacker, describes the different strategies for having emotional intelligence. Then the student goes on to define emotional intelligence, since the reader may not know what emotional intelligence is. Okay, he says specifically, we can manage those emotions, both our own and other people, or we can recognize the body language of other people. And then the student uses the author's first and last name and uses a verb to show that he is Raman Harker. He is telling us what is happening, okay, using the verb guides. So the student is telling us what is happening in the video and using verbs like the Raymond Hacker guides people by sharing a few experiences with people. And also, she shows her audience. So these verbs like shows and guides help you, the reader, understand what is happening in this video, or what happened, excuse me. And then as we go down further, we see that the student needs to use the author's last name. Okay, it should be Hacker. The second time you mention the author, you should use the author's last name, not the first name. But, sometimes students think, well, maybe Ramona was talking about herself and telling her own story. So maybe that's why the student used the author of the video's first name. Okay, and you notice also that the student also uses simple present tense to tell what is happening in the video. Okay, and then in the end, the student gives the conclusion of the video, the last point that let's see if I can find it. It's kind of jumpy. The last point. Okay, it begins here. In conclusion, Hacker thinks that emotional intelligence is the main topic of her presentation in the TED Talk show, and it affects everyone's lives. I think it should be everyone's life and the way we should solve our problems. Moreover, we should just think in the world that we will be living in a world full of mutual understanding, acceptance, tolerance, and connection with everything in the world. So the student has a strong conclusion. Okay. And what I want you to do is really look at this summary and highlight before you start writing your own summary. Highlight these verbs like guides, highlight the verbs that the student uses to tell you what is happening in the video. If you highlight the videos like guides, shows, shares, you will know how to tell what is happening in the video very easily.